Darla Bardine is the executive director of the National Network for Youth. She joins us now live from Washington, D.C. to look a little bit closer at these really fascinating numbers, Darla, because we were just speaking about President Trump's, State of the Union address and how he centered on the success of the economy and how America's a wealthier nation than he thinks it's ever really been. Yet now we're getting numbers of student homelessness across the country from the age of 3 to over 18. How do you reconcile that?
Yeah, it is an alarming number, and our hope is that policymakers and the general public are alarmed as well. We actually think that this number is an undercount. We actually think there are more students who experience homelessness in schools who are identified each year. What we have found, unfortunately, with policymakers and with investments, that children, youth, and families experiencing homelessness are often not included and are often not a priority. Most of the focus and priority is on the older homeless adult population, which tend to be more visible and tend to be covered more in the news. And so that's where we see significant increases in investment, and not children, youth, and families who are experiencing homelessness.
Okay. I mean, it is not just the problem of these homeless students and their families. It really is the problem of the entire country. I mean, talk to us about what the really long-term consequences of this are.
Yeah, well, the data is clear that not graduating from high school is the largest driving factor for young people to experience homelessness on their own. And so we know that homelessness impacts students' ability to succeed in school, as the numbers show, and that homelessness has more significant negative impact on education attainment than even poverty or low-income students. So of the students, the data showed that only 29% of students experiencing homelessness achieved academic proficiency in reading. Only 24% achieved proficiency in math, and 26% achieved proficiency in science. So we know that it is critical that young people and their families and unaccompanied youth are provided with the housing and services and caring adults that they need, because that really will help them be successful educationally. And if young people are not graduating from high school, then it is likely that they will continue to experience homelessness and that their situation will deteriorate even further.
Okay. We're going to have to leave it there, Darla. I mean, it's so upsetting because this really, in part as well, has to be a problem of public apathy, because we're talking about the wealthiest country in the world. Yet the rates of homelessness and even childhood illiteracy are some of, the highest, if not the highest, of all developed nations. It really is a problem the United States is going to have to deal with. But Darla, we're going to have to leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.